It's Neo and Chime that have the push advantage with this Caitlyn Karma lane setup. Solo is going to have a better time early on the Renekton as well. So CLG, now where do you see Contracts wanting to focus a lot of attention?
Creative pathing to get behind Caitlyn Karma. If you can get a gank, successful gank off on them to boost Lucian Nami to their Gale Force mandate power spike, then you can change the story of the game that way. But also, like we said, TSM themselves won the game through ganking for a Scion, tower diving for the Scion, and having the Uber to bring Boogie down to the bottom side on this wave.
Yep, and as you said it, because TSM know that Contract's gonna be on the top side of the map, this exposes Luger and Poom potentially to a dive. Neo and Chime were looking to chunk them as much as possible. Poom burning early sums just so that he was not low enough for that dive to work.
And even though there is no action, it accomplishes the goal here for TSM with Caitlyn Karma pushing their opponents under the tower so that then it's a lot easier to poke them down. Here's the visit up top side. Dokla not able to get the Q off on time on Solo, but Contracts is in position.
Hey, Kobe, what'd you say about ganking for a Scion? I mean, Contracts says, I need an option to find one, and he gets it. The lone hunters from Neo.
Weaving her web.
Uh-oh. Flash is still not available. Yeah. Neo is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He has been corralled into a corner. That's another kill for Contracts. Contracts is just showing persistence in full display right now, making sure that, hey, you know what? Just because it doesn't work the first time doesn't work the second time or the third time, but the fourth time, Kobe, the fourth time they finally get what they needed. Boogie is here just in case a counter gank happens, already throwing out the ultimate, but Contracts is going to force Maple to flash. Boogie has arrived, locks down Contracts, but he still has a repel to play with, so should be fine, unless the bottom lane from TSM comes and completely changes the variables at play, and Ignite will tick down Contracts. He's running for his life, but the Ignite from Chime takes him out.
Really close defense there, too. Oh, can mid and bottom lane right now, and it's under full vision of CLG. This Maokai ult gets two, though.
Oh, they're going to go for it. Two-man Q from Boogie locks down Contracts. Boom is forced to both use sums, but Contracts doesn't have his. Solo is already here first, doesn't have to use the teleport, whereas Dokla is forced to use his because he wants to be in the front lines right next to CLG.
All right, watch that front line.
Boogie with the ultimate, they locked up Dokla. He's manning it right now, but Palafox fires a copy of his own ultimate from Maokai. Oh, huge two-man stun into two-man knockup from Dokla. Can CLG now carry the momentum of this fight? So far, it seems like it's Solo and Neo are already gone, and Maple is nowhere near that level 16 mark for him to really rampage through CLG's team.
Yeah, they've got no damage left. They've got no damage left. He needs healthily to start up the Dragon. Solo stacking his Conqueror up onto Dokla.
Wow.
Blows open the Blast Cone too. They've got positioning. They could just burn down this Dragon.
And that's huge. I mean, Dokla is now working with half of his effective
Palafox
health
wants that
pool.
Maokai ult. He got it.
I mean, he can ult in still, but he's not going to be able to tank up as much as he could originally. They're throwing out the Maokai ultimate from CLG side. They blow up Solo, and Dokla now just has to tank for the rest of the team while they burn down the Dragon. There's no smite from TSM. CLG claims it. Neo is still fighting for his life, but Luger already finds Boogie on the back end of it all. CLG find their window, and now let's see what they can do more with it.
Beautiful cross section.
Oh, Maple! Oh, he finds Boom! But now he's stuck. He's Cocoon, and my goodness, CLG punished. Palafox is going to be on the left side. His job is to mark Maple and make sure that anywhere he goes, Palafox will go as well. Maybe Dokla now changes that position now as Maple is forced into the back lines of TSM.
Yeah, that's pretty big here. Now it's going to be all on Poom Nami ultimate.
Looking for the right flank now. Maple is just waiting for a moment. There is no vision on that top lip. Maple looks for the first bit of damage. Solo flashes onto Palafox, forced to flash inside as well. Solo goes down first. Dokla's taking up everything from TSM. Can Maple look for another one? He has flash and he has cleanse, and he's looking for the angle. He's waiting for Luger to step up. Contract's forced to repel, but he comes back down. Luger snipes out Boogie, and Maple, once again, it's all on him. He's still not level 16 yet, Kobe.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get any. Fear of level 16 Kassadin. Let's see. CLG with the protection of the Mountain Soul. Cassidon goes in.
Maple, but it's Palafox that's marking him on the right side, so he can't get into the back line. Luger is playing this wall, so as soon as Maple approaches, he'll just dash over, and now he's safe. Maple is still looking for the assassination flank, but Dokla is just taking up all this damage. Meanwhile, in the front line, and TSM still haven't found a way. Neo's shrunk to half HP.
Yeah, that's a huge chunk onto Neo, and CLG have the Nami sustain here, healing them back up. They get the second round of shields.
Luger's going forward, finds Maple, and Maple still has Flash to play with, but he just does not feel safe to go in on Luger by himself. The rest of TSM cannot support Maple's dreams of being able to 1v9 as the Cassidon and Solo is blown up. That's a huge pick for CLG. Maple's gonna go in, trade some damage, but Palafox is waiting on the other side. Maple still has Flash to play with, but Rift walks over the wall. TSM are pushed out of the jungle, and CLG turn towards the Dragon.
I love Mountain Soul, baby. CLG, they get the big gear. They love their war. Succeeded in this game.
Totally makes sense when you run back the same roster, when you're the only team in the LCS to run back and put the faith in the same players from last year, as Luger finds Shime with a beautiful culling over the turret walls. CLG pressing their advances into the Nexus towers of TSM's base.
The missing link. All right, CLG, here we go. TSM have one door open, Boogie with the flank.
All right. Nature's Wrath doesn't grasp up Luger because everyone else on CLG tanks it for him. And now it's a fire back with Palafox's own Nature's Wrath. And TSM evaporate as Luger just sails into the base. Does he go too far? No, he doesn't, Kobe! That's Luger firing on all cylinders with a quadra kill of himself. And they want to give him the penta. Boogie, get your butt over here. Luger deserves this one. He wants it. You can see it in his eyes, baby.
Showing why he chose the name. Boogie's gonna get out of there, though.
Unfortunately, Luger, you will not get a penta today unless...
Delayed.
No, the Baron stopped him! Baron playing for the TSM. They needed the 6-man, but Palafox has cut him off. They want to give him the penta. They have time to do it. It's not an official one, but we'll make it official for us. CLG with a clean game over TSM.